foolish. Harry's memoir cost him lost all royal title over threatening Camilla's consort popularity. Prince Harry's upcoming memoir may threaten Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall's popularity amid her new Queen Consort role as a royal expert believed the Duke of Sussex was not particularly fond of her and may write bad things. Royal expert and commentator Robert Jobson appeared to discuss the Queen's sincere wish that Camilla becomes Queen Consort when Prince Charles ascends the throne. Presenter Dan Wootton remarked how silent the Sussex camp was in light of the news and said Prince Harry and Meghan were tuned into their communications and may have deliberately chosen not to say anything on the matter. Mr Jobson did not want to read too much into it but believed that the Duke of Sussex's upcoming memoir may paint a bad image of Camilla which could threaten her popularity just as she has been given a new divisive role. Speaking, Mr Wootton and Mr Jobson discussed the news of Camilla's new Queen Consort role. Mr Wootton said, "Still no word from Prince Harry at all, which we know is purposeful because they think a lot about their communications and how they're going to be read into. So do we get the idea that William has accepted this and Prince Harry hasn't?" Mr Jobson replied, "I think that's what they're trying to say. I think we shouldn't read too much. I mean, Prince William is more pragmatic, there's no doubt about that, because he's going to be the king. He has to be a bit more grown up about all this, but one must remember that when Harry's mum died, he was only a little boy, he was only 12. And he would have found it quite emotionally difficult to accept her as his stepmum, and to be fair to Camilla, she never really hadn't. She had a family herself. She never forced herself to be a stand-in mother. But you don't get the impression that Harry is particularly fond of Camilla, and we'll wait to see what he says in this book. And I'm sure it's not going to be good, I'm sure it's not, I'm sure it's going to be negative about Camilla. So that's not going to lead to great relations between him and his pie, I should think." A rolling YouGov poll last held in November 2021 suggested only 14% of the public wanted Camilla to become Queen Consort when she takes the throne. The same poll also found 44% of respondents were happy with her becoming Princess Consort. Prince Harry's confirmation of his relationship with Meghan Markle reportedly crushed his father Prince Charles, who only found out about it just 20 minutes before it went public. Prince Charles was reportedly said to have been crushed with a Meghan Markle announcement that overshadowed his long-awaited Middle East tour. The Prince of Wales was in his final days of a significant tour of the Middle East in November 2016, which he and his team hoped would be covered significantly. But as he was set to meet with the King of Bahrain in a delicate diplomatic summit, the news cycle was dominated by the confirmation of Prince Harry and Meghan's relationship. On November 8, 2016, following months of speculation about whether Meghan and Harry were an item, the Duke of Sussex issued a statement confirming the relationship. According to the book Finding Freedom, Charles was blindsided by his son's public statement regarding his new girlfriend. Book authors Omid Scobie and Caroline Durand claim Harry gave his father just 20 minutes notice before releasing the statement. Charles was allegedly crushed by the announcement, which he knew would blow his much-anticipated Middle East tour completely off the map in the public consciousness. The biography says, "It was a critical moment that had been in the works for months." A statement from Kensington Palace condemning the press and, in the same breath, confirming Harry's new girlfriend would all but eliminate coverage of Prince Charles's tour of the Gulf. Despite being disappointed with his son's timing around releasing a statement, the book claims Charles understood that the situation with Meghan had reached a tipping point and something had to be said.